Yo, what's good? Yo, Toad, man. I feel like as Gen Z, we have normalized too many things that should not be normalized. It should not be okay to do some of the things that we feel like is okay in this generation. And I feel like one of the biggest things that Gen Z has completely normalized is teen pregnancy. Motherfuckers will go on TikTok 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 years old, be 2 kids deep at 15, 2 kids deep at 18, 2 kids deep, 3 kids deep at 19. I seen one shorty on my For You page. Shorty 18, 5 kids.
Hey y'all, get ready with me. I'll wear this top. I'm a little congested. I don't know.
What? How is that even possible, shorty? Bro, and then it's like they let it hit that. Oh, one day it could.
Sorry to burst some of y'all's bubbles, but yes, it is actually very embarrassing to be pregnant as a teenager. And if you're disagreeing, which I don't even understand why this would be a debate, but if you are, just imagine, put yourself in the shoes of a literal 10th grader. Mind you, you are 15 years old. You are 15 years old, walking around high school, your school, with a big belly, a big pregnancy belly, which people are going to know that it's a pregnancy belly because you can tell the difference between someone just being big and being pregnant. You cannot convince me that that's not embarrassing. Some of y'all are literally embarrassed to walk around school in the hallways looking normal because you have social anxiety or whatever. So what makes you think that it's not embarrassing to walk around with a pregnant belly that people are actually going to start staring at you for and talk about you over?
Be you, nigga, what? Even if I wasn't a lesbian female, even if I was a straight female, it would never be me. What are you talking about? And then I seen one bitch, she gonna say, I accidentally got pregnant. How the fuck you accidentally get pregnant? It's so many ways to prevent pregnancy. And then even after the baby is conceived and you find out you're pregnant, there are still states out here that allow abortions, Plan Bs, all of that. Even if you gotta travel. Nigga, I travel to another state just to get an abortion. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all be wanting to have these kids, but then y'all be wanting to have these kids and y'all not even financially stable. Y'all be wanting to have these kids, bringing kids into your mama crib. How the fuck you gonna have a baby and then bring the baby into your mama house? You don't even got your life together. You don't got a job. Motherfuckers be having a job, but minimum wage is $15 an hour. That's not even enough to barely it's enough to support one person, but shit, even that is not even enough to support an apartment. And you telling me with minimum wage being $15 an hour, that's barely enough to get by for one person trying to get their apartment on their own. You dead ass gonna be living paycheck to paycheck, not even gonna be able to pay your other bills. And then you want to bring in a kid, which is a kid is a bill in its own, because you have to literally every ounce of money that you bring in, you got to split that with your kid. If you got $100, your kid needs to eat 3 meals a day. Then your kid got to go to school. Then you got to get your kid clothes. Then you got to get your kid health care so they can go to the doctor, the dentist, the eye doctor. Healthcare is expensive in itself. What? Then y'all and then motherfuckers be like, it could be me. It could be y'all. It'll never be me. Like I said, even if I was straight, it would never be me. Then it's bro, bitch, you can get on birth control. Make that nigga worry. First of all, he should be wearing a condom regardless, because you don't know what he can have. Why is you even letting him hit you raw? But cool, you let that nigga do that, sure. You could be on birth control. Then even if say birth control, say at the slightest chance, your birth control don't work and you end up getting pregnant. There are still places that allow Plan Bs. there are still places that allow abortions. Go, if you gotta go travel to another state, get that shit done. Because why would you bring a kid into a situation where you're not even set up yourself? That's so, and so many people don't even realize that you're bringing in human beings into a world where you're not even fully situated yourself. If people don't even realize, if they were just by themselves, they could barely get by. And then yet you want to bring in a kid. And then you want to have another kid. And then you want to have another kid. And then you only 18, 19 years old, barely know what life is. Most likely don't even know how to file your taxes, because I damn sure don't. Probably didn't even got your first credit card yet, or if you did, you're just now working on your credit. Definitely haven't moved out your mother's house yet. Or if you did, okay, you moved out, now you have to get by living on your own plus a kid. It's just like, why are you even setting yourself up for failure? Ain't nobody saying don't have sex, but at least have protected sex to where you can prevent from setting up not only yourself for financial failure, but your kid. Like, and I ain't saying that you being a teen mom, like, motherfuckers can't get it done, because it takes a village either way to have a kid, regardless if you're a teen mom or not. And if you got a good village behind you, you will most likely be okay for the most part. But even still then, that village can only do so much. You also have to branch out on your own. Like, yes, you can be living in your mama house with your child and your mama helping, and your little cousins, your siblings, or who else is helping. But eventually, though, you do realize you're going to have to leave OG crib. And you are going to have to start handling your child on your own, because at the end of the day, that ain't nobody kid but yours. That village can only be a village for so long. That's not their kid at the end of the day. So you cannot push on your kid to other people just because you say it takes a village to raise a kid. Yes, it takes a village, but also this is your kid at the end of the day. And I feel like people think, okay, well, I got my family behind me. I got a village. I got a support system. Yes, of course. But a support system is there to help you in need and when you need of support. But they're not there to be there all the time to coddle you. That's the difference. You're not going to be coddled. Supporting is not coddling somebody. It's being there when, like, if you got to go to work, that's when you go get your village. Hey, can you babysit my kid for a few hours while I go to work? I'll be back later on tonight to come get them. That's when you go and use your village. That's when your village is there to support you. So you can go and do things like that. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe not have to take your kid to a babysitter, like, or have a random person watch your baby. Instead, you can leave your baby with, like, your mom, your little, like, your cousin, or somebody that you know is trusted with your, like, you could trust with your child and know they will handle your child adequately to how you want your child to be handled. But I feel like people also need to realize that at the end of the day, that baby is your baby. So you can only push on the responsibilities of your baby to people for so long. At the end of the day, you have to take a step back and realize that you are the one that created this child. You and the said person that you created this child with. Not all these people. Not all these people helped create this child. No, it was you and the other person that you did the devil's tango with. So you can't keep putting your kid out, like pushing your kid onto other people and then say, oh, but you're my village. Yeah, I'm a village, but nigga, I'm a village when you need one. I'm not there all the time just for you to know. And I feel like a lot of young moms, y'all not realizing that, folk. Like, yeah, if you got support, that's great. But come on, folk. It's better to bring a child into a situation where you are already well off on your own. You already have your life established. You've already, completed a lot of your, like, goals in life to where you are well off enough to where you can have the time and attention. You can, like, have the time, and you can have the time to give your kid the attention that they need. You feel me? And, like, my mama, she ain't had me as a teen, but she did have me, like, young. She was 21. And don't get me wrong, my mama did it. Like, she made it happen. And I had a good life, but know that my mama was working late nights and all of that. And it's not like I ain't see her, but it's like if she would have had me a little later in life, when she established herself more, she would have been a little more present. But I ain't saying she was never there. My OG was there a lot. That was my primary parent for real. But you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, if you was to wait a little later in life instead of trying to do it so young. And then it's females out here that's like, y'all having kids so young and then y'all having multiple. Then you're having multiple mouths to feed, multiple people to put a roof over their head, clothes on their back, shoes on their feet. So now it's not like now you splitting that money 4 ways. And then you still got to make sure that you got shit for you, but you really got to make sure that it's shit for your kids. It's like, why are y'all putting yourselves in these situations at such a young age when you barely know shit about shit in the real world? Niggas 19, 18, 17 years old don't know shit about life, don't know shit about shit. Motherfuckers probably don't even know when you get your first apartment. When you get your apartment, you only got 2 to 3 days to switch your name over before they turn your shit off. I didn't even know that. I've never got an apartment before, but my mother told me, yeah, you got about 2 to 3 days to put them bills in your name or they're going to shut that shit off. Literally. Motherfuckers don't even know that you got to pay for applications to apply to get an apartment. Like, there's so much shit that we don't even know, and you're bringing in children into this world when you barely know how to even navigate life. That shit don't make no sense to me. And it's the way that we as Gen Z has normalized people having hella kids at 17, 18 years old, mind you. And then you bringing in kids into this economy where shit is high as fuck. Shit is high as hell in this economy, and you bringing in kids into an economy that's already high, living as one single person. Then you want to bring in and factor in children. What the fuck? People be doing the dumbest shit and then want to get mad when a nigga say that shit ain't right, because it's not. Why are your goofy ass? And then it's like, do y'all not have goals, dreams, aspirations in life? And I'm not saying a kid gonna slow that down, but a kid is gonna take away a lot of that time that you could be putting into yourself. Get yourself right to then have a kid. Like, it's just like, what be the miscommunication on and people, and like why people are saying being a teen mom is not, it's not good. It's actually quite fucking, I ain't gonna say embarrassing, but look, bro, I just wouldn't do it. That's all I'm saying. But hey, man, if y'all enjoyed the video, though, y'all already know what the fuck to do, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post in case y'all boys know. Catch y'all boys in the next one. Yeah.